Fort Davis will forever be etched on my mind as a place that needs further exploring. We packed up our tents and slowly made our way southeast through some amazing country, driving through some historic towns such as Alpine, Marathon, Big Bend National Park, and Terlingua, where we would make camp. Mountain lions out there.
Yeah, you know what? Somebody took a picture of one in their backyard in Freiburg, Maine at
the time. We can always count on Martin to take some random street and find some interesting things to photograph. A lady questioned us about what we were doing. I think she found us to be a bit weird, but harmless. I guess being older gentlemen gives us some leeway. From Marathon, we headed south on Highway 385, a scenic drive that gradually becomes the road into Big Bend. We traveled through the park to Study Butte and Terlingua, where we camped at Rancho Topanga campground for 3 nights. I just love saying Rancho Topanga, the coolest campground name ever. While the boys rested, I walked back to the camp office to chat with the owner guy. I asked for permission to photograph some of his property for my YouTube channel. He was delighted that I found his property interesting. This land was not always a desert. Long before the silence, water moved through here. Rivers carved the ground, seas rose and vanished. From ferocious sea creatures to massive dinosaurs and tiny early mammals. Big Bend's rocks preserve one of the most diverse fossil records in North America. Entire worlds lived here, hunted, fed, and disappeared, leaving only fragments behind. The fossil bone exhibit reveals what the land kept hidden. Bones turned to stone, time pressed into layers of earth. The kiosks offer clues, but the rest of the story is written outside, in cliffs, washes, and exposed rocks. Each layer marks a moment, a flood, a shift in time, an ending. Standing here, it's impossible not to feel small, not insignificant, just temporary. Big Bend is not empty, it is ancient, and it remembers. Big Bend suffers no fools who wander off trail. This is a hot, arid land where summer temperatures climb past 100 degrees and nearly every plant seems armed. Prickly shoots, needle-sharp thorns, life evolved here to defend itself. When hiking, every step matters, not just for the terrain, but for the animals, most wanting only to be left alone, yet capable of striking when threatened. This landscape is not hostile, but it demands respect. We head back to the campground to set up our tents and to make our Spartan dinner. As night approaches, we look down at our campsite from above, in a land shaped by extremes. Even rest requires thought. We chose the lower campground, not for comfort, but for shelter. From the unpredictable winds of the high desert, it's a small decision, practical, temporary. But out here, respect takes many forms, and morning is never guaranteed, only earned.